Good morning, everyone. Well, I wanted to give you a quick Saturday weather update because we do have a good chance of storms this afternoon, and unfortunately, a few of those storms could be severe. I want to start 8 a.m. this morning, though, and talk about the scattered showers we're already seeing, and maybe a few weak thunderstorms as well, but no severe storms out there. And again, this is mostly going to be shower activity at 8 a.m. this morning, and really just about anywhere in southern Wisconsin. Now, what we're going to see through the morning hours is this area of showers push off to the east. But notice what comes in from the west, the next round, and it's this round that we're concerned about. This is the round that has a better chance of being storms, and yes, can't rule out a couple of severe storms as well. Now, the other thing about this afternoon is it's going to be windy. Gusts around 30 miles per hour. Most are probably only going to see highs probably in the mid to upper 50s across southern Wisconsin, but maybe if you're in the far southern part of the state, from Madison on south, you might see a few folks reach the low 60s for highs. So, 1 o'clock this afternoon is when this next round is going to start to push in for places like La Crosse, Winona. Notice that most not dealing with this round just yet, so the severe threat is going to be starting a little bit later for you. But I do want to mention if you're in the La Crosse, Winona area, you could see those storms pop up as early as 1 o'clock this afternoon. Let's time it out. More likely that you're going to see storms for places like Baraboo, Madison, Janesville, about 3 o'clock this afternoon. 5 o'clock this afternoon, most likely place for the storms is going to be places like Beaver Dam, Lake Geneva, and about to push into the Racine-Kenosha area. And so, Racine-Kenosha, your chance is probably best around 6 o'clock or so. And then by 7 o'clock, it's really that leading edge of the storms that we're most concerned about. So that'll be pushing off into the lake. So by 7 o'clock this evening, we will be done with the severe threat. So it's going to move from west to east. And then actually, I think we're going to dry out fairly quickly. I think by 9 o'clock, there won't be too much going on, just a few stray showers. That said, I do have to leave in the chance for an occasional stray shower throughout the night and on into tomorrow morning as well. So what are we concerned about in a worst case scenario? Again, what's most likely is just heavy rain and lightning, regular thunderstorms. But there could be a couple of stronger storms. And what could those stronger storms have? Well, I think worst case, we could see up to penny-sized hail. Now, that won't leave dents in your car or damage your roof, but it could cause a little bit of plant damage. That's what penny-sized hail tends to do. The biggest thing I'm concerned about is wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. That's typically what you see when you have a line of storms like that. The straight line winds tends to be the biggest threat. And again, it's more likely we're going to see gusts maybe up to about 40 miles per hour, but if a storm overachieves, maybe it could produce wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. The chance is not zero for a tornado, and you have zero, you have one, but it is very low. It's just not quite zero, so very low threat for a tornado. And flooding. Now, normally, because again, we're talking about this initial round of rain in the morning, and then we get another round of rain in the afternoon, so it's possible there could be a couple, folks. If you get 2 storms to work over you during the day, that would result in 2 inches of rain. And normally I wouldn't be very concerned about 2 inches of rain, but because it's been so wet recently, the ground is more moist than usual, so it's not going to take as much rain to cause flooding. Again, it's not going to be, we're not talking about widespread flooding, but I'm not going to rule out in a couple places that get 2 inches of rain. If it's a low-lying or poorly drained location, then yeah, we could be talking about flooding. Now, where's the greatest threat for all of these risks? If I could pick a spot that's most likely to see all those risks I just described, it's the far southern part of the state where I talked about those temperatures being a little bit warmer, possibly reaching the low 60s. So places like Madison, Lake Geneva, Dubuque, the risk is slightly higher than places farther north, which are going to be a little bit chillier today. Everybody has a chance for seeing those threats, but the greatest threat is for Madison down to Dubuque. Of course, if any watches or warnings are issued this afternoon, I'll be sure to let you know.